Hi, Ray again. You watched the last video on the delivery side disassembly procedure. You can see all the parts are still here. We're going to show you how to put it back together. So what we're going to start with the bottom or seat side. Remember, leaking from here, it's got to be the seat or that ball. Like I explained in the last video, you can flip it over. The easiest way to put this in is if you know it came out this way and you want to flip it over, take the good side, put it on a pick like this, and just drop it right in there. And once you find that hole, and then pull it out carefully, you'll see it sits flat. The easiest way to do that is take a flat object like a large Allen, lube that O-ring before you put in there with some silicone lube. Don't use oil, silicone lube. And then it just pops right into place. It's a little bit press fit, you'll feel the resistance. Once you get that in place, only thing we need to do is take the ball spring, and once again, make sure that's all clean and serviceable. You put the spring in, put the ball in, and the simplest way to do is hold that. You do want to lube that O-ring just a little bit, hold the unit, and then just screw it together like this. That way you're not fighting the ball or the alignment of the spring. It'll naturally go together, and once I get it close, I can flip it back over. You'll feel that resistance on the spring. With your 11/16 wrench, you just snug it down. I don't need to be really hard. I don't have a torque value here. I just want it nice and snug. It seals on that O-ring. Top half, once again, we took the bottom. Top half is when it leaks out the top. New O-ring, you can put a little silicone lube, and once you drop it in, it'll naturally fall down. And once again, take a flat object like your Allen and just push down. You can use that same 3/16 if you want, or whatever you have to fit. We just want to make sure it's flat, square in there, properly placed. Jam nut nice and clean. Drop that in. Sometimes you have to bounce it around. You can see it doesn't take a lot. Once I get here, I hit it till it stops. I don't want to torque it down really hard. If you make it too tight, the unit won't flow or won't release the air when you're done filling. So once again, put it on. If you're having difficulty, you can always back it out just that little bit. Will help make sure it's set right. You have the shaft and the spring, a little bit of lube right here, make sure it's clean. I usually put them all together like that. And same trick we did here, where I put it in like this, and that helps kind of align it, so that way that spring stays in place. Once again, it's a 3/4 inch nut. I can use a socket, and I'll just gently turn that on in. And almost there. And once again, it's not something I want to over tighten, just nice and snug. Once again, if you're having problems with the flow or venting, if you make that too tight, make sure you just snug it down so that way it's just closed. You don't want to overdo it. Same thing in the reverse. We're going to put this on here. And these are a little bit finer, so make sure you don't cross-thread it. Start it by hand. This will, once again, turn really, really easy. Just like that. All the way down. And then, once again, you're going to take the adjustable. And I can almost get it closed all the way. There's really no resistance on there. So once I get it down, I take that adjustable, and all I want to do is snug it or tighten it up, just so that way it doesn't move. That's the delivery side. Watch the next video. We'll do the regulation side.